Hey, Allie.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Well, here it is.
This is it.
Not it for season 10, just it for
No,
season
not
season
it.
10.
This is it. Yeah, the end of season 10. Now that we're on a physical calendar year, our seasons have a natural beginning and a natural end. Although this feels unnatural because it's episode 39, and I
I
don't like
know.
ending on an odd number.
I know. But whatever. We're ending on episode 39 just
Wouldn't it
for
be funny
this.
if we just skipped episode 39 and just called this episode 40?
We should. That's what we're going to do.
And then people will be looking
It'll be
for
like the
episode
missing.
39,
Will
going, "Where
they?
is it? It never uploaded. What
So,
happened?"
so
Will
by the
they?
way, years ago, I had a web series I created called The Walking Dads.
Yeah, with Michael
And
Levine.
with Michael Sokol, wrong
Sorry,
Michael.
with Michael Sokol. I knew it was a Michael, a Jewish Michael. Sorry, Michael
And,
Sokol.
and the premise was it was supposed to be like a cable access show set during the zombie apocalypse, and we provided parenting and relationship tips to survive your family during that
Right.
sci-fi time. And I started it on season 3 or 4, right? As if there are all these episodes that had come before me, because also Michael was my co-host, and then I was supposed to be the new co-host because everyone had died. All the co-host kept on dying, so I was like the most recent co-host,
This is
right?
such a dark premise
It
to
was.
a really funny
And-
show, but
But it was
it's a
so
very dark
funny. It was
premise.
so ridiculous. And everyone thought that I had been cast in this web series and that it had been around for like 3 seasons. And I was getting people messaging me being like, congratulations. When the reality was, I created it
Right.
and I started it on season 4 or whatever. just to go along with that whole premise.
Oh,
So
I like that. I like that.
people won't know. Well, we're going to call this
People
episode
won't
40.
So I recently discovered something about myself that you will not find shocking at all. And Alan
Okay.
will not either. Because
Is it
he always-
another piercing in your ear that you didn't know you had?
No,
Like-
but that would be very exciting.
My belly button was pierced and I had no idea.
This is proof of what Alan says about me, which is I am oblivious. So the headline is, I would make a terrible eyewitness to a crime. A terrible eyewitness. A terrible eyewitness probably to anything. And this is why. I walk into Sephora in New York this week. I'm in New York for a few days. I passed by Sephora. I wanted to get this very specific mascara that my roommate from college found on Wirecutter. I don't know the name, so stop asking me. I don't even wear mascara, but I thought if she recommends it and Wirecutter recommends it, it's good enough for me. So I walk in with my phone and the picture, and the first person I see is like, "Can I help you?" I said, "Absolutely. I need this." She goes, "Come right this way." She shows it to me. She goes, "Oh, we also have a little travel pack that includes a brow pen or something if you want to get that, or here's the original." I said, "No, I'll just take the original, but that's very good to know. Thank you." She goes, "Thank you." And then I go up to the counter. Okay. That's as long as this interaction was, and that's about as long as I stayed in the store. Get to the counter, and what's the first thing the person asked me?
Are you a rewards member of Sephora? And she asked for your phone number associated with that.
Okay, then what's the second thing she asked me?
When's your birthday?
No. Did anyone help you today?
Oh, yes.
Because they want to give them credit.
Yeah.
So I give her my rewards number, which is fine. And then she says, "Did anyone help you today?" To which I responded, "Nope, got this all by myself." She goes, "Okay." I go, "Wait, that's not true. Someone did help me." And she goes, "Okay, who?" I go, "A woman."
Wearing all black, right?
I'm like, and she goes, "And what did she look like?" I go, "Okay." And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this literally just happened." I go, "She showed me the mascara and I showed her my phone and she actually offered me an alternative travel pack." And I said no. And she was very kind and I want her to get credit. And that's all
Oh,
I've got.
no.
And she is looking at me like I am a stark raving lunatic because I am. I'm like, wait, she has straight, dark hair, possibly in a ponytail. It's like a game show.
It is like a
I'm
game
like,
show.
please let this just like resemble somebody in this huge Sephora that will get credit for the sale. And she eventually figured it out, and the woman got credit. But I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this literally just happened. And I could not, for the life of me, describe her hair, much less her eyes. Like, God forbid there had been a crime and one of those crime artists came and asked me to describe her so he could produce a drawing of her. That would have never
It's
happened.
like you were playing that game, Guess Who?
Yeah.
Do you know that game?
Yeah, but this is called Guess Not. This
Yes.
is I
Guess, huh?
guess right. And I'm trying to be more intentional, right? When I meet somebody, to really hear their name and repeat their name so I don't forget their name. This was terrible. This was terrible.
It's terrible and awful, and I've been reintroducing myself to people who already know me. So I've stopped doing that, and then I also say nice to see you instead of nice to meet you, just in
Always.
case. And
Always.
it's I'm I meet so many people just through different things I'm involved in, and I can't keep track of them. And everyone kind of looks familiar, and I stick out because I've got all this curly hair, right? So I'm really, it's like someone with red hair, you would remember them.
Right.
And it's the same thing with me. So people always remember me because of my hair, and then they can spot me in a crowd. And it's just embarrassing. Not that people always remember me, but that I can't remember
No,
people.
no, it's terrible. And I'd sometimes recognize their face, but I'm bad with names. And also, as this is evidence, pretty bad with faces. We were sitting at a bar. We go to this restaurant often and we love to sit at the bar. We're sitting at the bar last weekend, and there's a group of three women who are there, and they're ordering drinks, and one of the drinks is called a painkiller. And so I overhear them ordering. She goes, "Yeah, I think we need a painkiller." And I look up and I go, "Oh, I might have some Advil in my purse if you need me to check." And they looked at me. I go,
Oh,
"Just kidding."
Allison.
Yeah, I know, it's such a mom joke. And so we start laughing, and I'm like, "I'm just kidding." And the woman's like, "Wait, I know you." And I said, "Okay, hi." And it turns out her son and Levi played basketball together, AAU basketball together for a few years. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I did not recognize her at all." But as she spoke, I remembered the kid. I remember this. But Alan, of course, was like, "Oh, yeah, I remember Kenny. And I know this." I'm like, "Oh my
Oh
gosh."
gosh, yeah.
Yes,
Well,
it's
then there's
terrible.
Aaron who always mistakens people for other people, right? He'll be like, "There's our friend Beth." And I'm like, "That's not Beth." And he goes, "Yeah, it is." And I'm like, "That is definitely not Beth." And he'll be like, "Beth, Beth, Beth." And then this woman will kind of look at us and be like, "Who is that person talking to?" I'm like, "That's not Beth." He goes, "You're right. That was not Beth." It happens all that he's got, like, I don't know if it's a different type of face blindness than I do. I just can't even remember, versus I think it's worse to think someone is someone else.
Yeah. For sure. And this is like, I think I've referenced it before, but the article I wrote many years ago, and the whole title of it was about forgetting people. And one of the first lines was, "Don't worry, it's not you, it's me. I just don't know who you are." So if I
Oh, no,
see
that
you
sounds
and
worse.
yeah, I'm like, if I see you and I have a blank look on my face, it's because I literally have no idea who you are or what your name is. So please introduce yourself. And I like to do that. I will introduce myself, even if I think somebody knows me, just so they will introduce themselves to me. Doesn't
Well,
always work that way.
Well, I had someone come up to me at the white elephant party that we had, which we can talk about. We didn't had, we went to, and this woman came up to me. She's like, "Hi, I'm Erica." I'm like, "I'm Amanda." And she looks at me, she goes, "Amanda, Amanda, Amanda."
That's my trick.
But she did it out loud, and
Yes.
I go, "I know why you're doing that, Erica, Erica, Erica." But also, I don't remember her name, and I just said Erica. Like, now I can't even remember what her name was, but
That's what I did to my friend Matt. And I put my hand on his shoulder because I had learned some device to use to remember that if you actually have physical touch with someone, which I
mhm.
know is not always appropriate, but I put my hand on his shoulder and he said, "My name is Matt." I went, "Matt, Matt, 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 Matt
That's
Price," which was his name. And now
uh,
I can't
now
forget
you
his
remember
name.
it.
Yeah.
I like to grab people by the hair and say, "Do that." So can we talk about this white elephant
Yeah. How'd it
party,
go?
because we got to talk about some strategies. I was very excited about
You were
this.
so
We
excited and
had
it's
a
very strategic.
$40 um, gift budget,
That's a
right?
lot.
It
That's a
is a
lot.
lot, and Kim, my friend who hosted, said no gag gifts, which I was so appreciative of. And Aaron, of course, leading up to that, wanted to get a gag gift, and that's when I abandoned ship. And I said, "You're
You're
on
on
your
your
own,
own.
buddy." And because she said like you could do it as a couple or you could separate.
Did most people do it individually or as couples?
Oh no, individually.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good instinct.
everyone pretty much did it individually. So
Everybody at some point decided to abandon their spouse. Whichever one it was, they knew it was just going to weigh them down and they needed to
right.
go solo. I love
Yeah.
that.
And it's just fun to get your own gift
Yeah,
also.
100%.
So I ended up helping Aaron with his gift based on sometimes he'll just get into this mode of buying things. And he's been buying all these board games, and we had like 1,000 drinking games that he bought as board games. And he bought them from Spencer's Gifts, and then he bought the same ones from Amazon to see which ones would arrive first. And so I was trying to return the ones from Spencer's Gifts, and I look at one of them and it's called Drunk, Stoned, or Stupid.
Oh, no.
And I said, this is the game. I go, but this is the game we're going to put in the basket for Aaron to give as his white elephant gift. So we had this game, and then I had him buy the pre-made like Tip Top cocktails
Oh, that's fun.
and a CBD drink to
Oh,
go
that's
along
actually
with
very
it.
fun.
And then I thought that was fun. And then
And then the game itself is stupid. So
the
you've
game
got
itself
all
is
three things.
ridiculous. Yeah. So then meanwhile, I had been eyeing this series of artwork at a store in Decatur called Homegrown, which is like feels like Etsy, and everything is from local artists. And they had a series of all these paintings that were different interpretations of Waffle House based on actual artists. So they had like the MC Escher Waffle House, the this, the that. So I'd been going, and they were framed, and they were about $40, and I was like, I love
Perfect.
this. So people love Waffle House. We have a lot of people who are artsy. We have two people who are coming are like professional photographers. One guy, Jeff, is actually an artist, but I'm like that's like the last person you want to pick it is the artist. So anyway, and it came framed. It was so cute. So I wrapped this up thinking everyone's going to want this once it's opened. Okay? And I have to say once it's opened is key, because I should have wrapped it in a box or something else, because everyone lifted it up and was like, this is a picture frame. And they thought it was a gag gift. They thought they were going to open it up and it was going to be a goofy picture of someone, right? No one wanted it. My gift was literally the last gift to be opened.
No.
Yeah. And so it was Aaron's was the second to last gift.
Oh no.
And poor Jeff, who had gotten all of his gifts stolen, everything. 5 times he had gotten his gifts stolen. My friend Michael at one point makes an announcement and says, no one is allowed to steal Jeff's gifts anymore.
Because it's so sad.
Because it was so sad, and because he kept on picking the best ones. Although I picked one of the best ones, and mine got stolen. But so Jeff ended up sad puppy face. No one listened to Michael, and sad puppy face reached for this framed, like wrapped gift, having no idea. He was like begrudgingly. And I was like, oh no, he was the one person who I was like, I hope he doesn't get it, because he is an artist. And I think an artist would want art. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's opened it up and he goes, and I went up to him later and I said, Jeff, there's a return receipt on there. It's from Homegrown. So if you want to pick out something different, it was like a gift card that he could use. And so he goes, no, I actually love this. And I was like, thank God. He goes, no, I love it. I go, okay, well, there are different iterations of it if you want to trade it for something else. Or he is, no, stop, I like it. I'm like, okay. I got so sad and worried. But I ended up, my first gift was this awesome heavy duty tortilla press and a bag of cornmeal. And then my friend Amanda is married to this guy named Miguel, and they make homemade tortillas all the time. She's like, I will cut you.
I'm totally taking that.
Yeah, she's the one.
Oh, she didn't steal it.
That was her gift.
Oh, and that's an amazing gift.
So I got it, and she said, they live like a half a mile from us, and she said, you come over to my house and I'll teach you how to make
I love that.
homemade tortillas. I'm like, you just upgraded this even more. And then someone stole it from me. And my issue was every time I opened a gift, I was so excited about it. And I was like, oh, look, everyone. Like, I probably made it even more exciting. I was like, oh, it's so heavy and nice. And Amanda's going to teach me how to make tortillas. And then everyone's like, that's my gift now.
Come with me, Amanda. Right.
So I did end up with 2 electric salt and pepper mills. And
Nice.
the salt and pepper that came with it, and I was also like, oh, peppercorns. Peppercorns are going to be hard to get soon. And I started going. People are like, how do you know that? I'm like, I read an article about peppercorns.
So how many people were there total?
So many. I don't know. It was like
30?
I can tell you. I think there were like 20 or 21 numbers that were given out.
Wow.
So, and then there were a few more people than that. So there's like probably 25 of us.
So what would you say was the best gift? What was perceived to be the best gift? Yours was obviously the best. But what did they perceive to be the best? Because it must have gotten stolen.
Yeah. Everything Jeff got had been stolen. Jeff had people really liked everything Jeff got, which was, there was a tabletop, what is it? The thing you light, and it's a little fire, like a little fire pit. Like it's like a tiny fire pit, but tabletop fire pit.
That sounds dangerous.
Yes, it does sound dangerous, but people liked that.
Okay.
People really liked my corn tortilla press.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that was, I think, the most popular, but literally everything Jeff had, people wanted.
If Jeff touched it.
Yeah. He got like this barbecue seasoning thing. Everyone wanted that. There was some really nice stuff. A lot of wine gear.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. And poor Erin, when this new friend of mine opened up his gifts, she's like, "Oh, this is great. I'll give it to my college kid."
Right.
Oh,
exactly.
That's funny.
Age appropriate, 30 years ago. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. I have something that keeps popping up, and you're constantly looking for gifts at this time of the year, especially last minute gifts. Have you seen this though? It's a type of candle, but it uses these little pearl beads.
Yes.
I'm sort of obsessed with it.
Yeah.
But
and
I
you
also
can put wicks
don't know if
in
it'll
whatever.
Yes.
And you can use any container for them.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's worth it. Like once it starts to melt, it looks a little ugly.
Yeah.
But I like the idea that you can put it in anything and light it and go. Like set it and forget it.
Well, I don't know. I've always liked to set things on fire.
Yeah, me too. I'm obsessed with fire.
When I was 14, I started like collecting candles, and I remember Ryan Gottlieb got me this really cool glass dolphin, and you put oil in it, and then there was a wick. And Mommy was convinced I was going to burn the house down, so she started like stealing the candles from my room and bringing them. She would not let me light things. I was like,
she was not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not wrong. No, absolutely not. I mean, that's why dorms have all those rules about lighting candles. Aaron has a roommate who the sophomore year, when he wasn't his roommate, left a candle burning and his room caught on fire.
That is so scary.
Yeah. So everyone's okay. Everyone's okay. But yeah,
it's fine.
I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't get that. My new obsession is the wax melts.
I'm not going to leave it lit in my bathroom or something. I'm saying like for a centerpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
I know.
I'll
get it and it'll look cheap and I'll regret it.
Yeah. I think there's better centerpieces. The issue is we're suckers.
I'm such a sucker.
We're suckers for sponsored posts.
Yeah, I love sponsored posts. Just send me a sponsored post. I don't even care if you're on Facebook. Just pretend you are. I will buy it. I'm such a sucker.
It's the infomercial.
Yeah.
It's that we love infomercials. It's how I ended up with a juicer that I made Daddy buy me at like 1 a.m. off a 1-800 number. And, Murray called me the other day and he goes, "Do we have a food dehydrator?" And I'm
Which take forever.
Right? I'm like, were you watching an infomercial? But also, like, the air fryer now does everything.
The air fryer does it. And even if you air fry fruit, it'll sort of dehydrate it quickly. But there is a dehydration mode. But I think it takes like 20 hours.
It does. It takes forever.
It's ridiculous. No. Who has time for that?
It's like a crock pot for beef jerky.
I feel like you could leave a grape on a counter and it would turn into a prune naturally faster than 20 hours.
I hate to break it to you, but that's not how you get prunes. That's a
raisin. Oh, yeah. What's a prune?
A plum.
A plum.
Yeah.
All right. Either way, grapes, plums, leave them out on the counter. They'll turn into, your dried fruit of choice.
Do you
I
think
promise.
plums are upset that more people eat them as prunes and then have bad things to say about them?
No, I
Right?
think a plum is upset that it at some point becomes a prune and
Yeah.
is associated with prunes because
That's
I
what I'm
love
saying.
plums.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But I don't think more people eat prunes. You think more people
Oh,
eat prunes?
yes. I think more prunes are digested than plums. Go look that up. Let's ask our best friend, Chatty G.
Ask my best friend, what does she say?
This is the time where we ask our best friend Chatty G because we have no idea and I don't think anybody really cares. But
I think I'm the winner in this situation with this
what is
fact.
consumed more, prunes or plums? Up. I'm really sorry to tell you.
More plums than prunes? I think there's a
I'm
lot of
not
constipated people
I'm
in this
not
world.
always right, but I'm never wrong. Okay, short answer. Plums are consumed far more than prunes, and here's why. Availability and usage. Plums are eaten fresh, used in baking, cooking, jam, sauces, and beverages. Prunes, which are dried plums we've established, are mostly consumed as a digestive health food. So the audience is smaller, meaning old, constipated
That's
people.
what I thought. There are more old constipated people out there than plum eaters. That's
Okay,
what I
here's the other
assumed.
reason. Production scale. Globally, farmers grow plums by the millions of tons,
Huh.
while prune production is only a small fraction of total plum production, which totally makes sense. And the fresh fruit market is much larger than the dried fruit market. Even among dried fruits, prunes trail behind. And what would you say are the top 3 dried fruits?
Apricots,
Okay,
apples,
no,
raisins,
yes, one more.
prunes,
No,
bananas. That's chips.
dates.
Dates.
Yeah.
Dang, okay. This is now officially the worst Susan Tell episode ever.
It's very clear. Plums are greater than prunes. I win this debate. Thank you, Chatty G. Thank you.
All right, we can't end the season on the.
No, but speaking of the season, I have to tell you something. Look, I am a very proud Jewish Zionistic woman. I am like, I do Shabbat every week. We go to synagogue, we read Torah, and all of that. All that to say, that's in context of I love Christmas. I just do. I don't want to have a Christmas tree. I don't want to decorate. I don't have like FOMO. I don't wish I were Christian. Just the opposite. I'm so glad I'm not Christian because I get to benefit from all of the Christians, especially in the South, who are so dedicated to decorating and joyfully like singing and sharing their music through the season. And I don't have to do anything but be the recipient of all of the festivities. And it is so fun. I like to drive around and see the lights. All of this to say is my Christmas fascination and obsession comes with one thing. Guess what I've never, ever, ever had until last night?
Eggnog.
Eggnog. Never had eggnog.
Can you believe I guessed that? Yes, you can. It's
I
not
can.
good. Eggnog is gross. What'd you think? It is
Well,
thick and
I
not.
was very worried because
Yeah.
just look, I love eggs, but eggnog, how can a nog be good in general?
Well, it's like hollandaise sauce. I don't like it either.
Yeah, and I was worried. And this is the other thing. I love everything eggs. I eat eggs every morning. I like egg salad. I like eggs baked, all that stuff. But the same as tomatoes. I like cooked tomatoes.
But
I like raw
eggnog
tomatoes.
doesn't taste like eggs, and you're starting to sound like Bubba from
From
Forrest
Bubba
Gump.
Gump.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from Forrest Gump. Yeah. No, my point is like I like all things tomatoes, but I don't like Bloody Marys because I don't like tomato juice. So I was afraid that all the eggs I like, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to like the nog. So last night we go to a restaurant and he's
Mhm.
telling us the specials. The owner is amazing and he's so engaged. And he's saying how this week they have a special eggnog that's got rum and I think cognac.
Oh.
But next week he's making
For, like,
his special eggnog that's got bourbon or whiskey, which seems
Okay.
like more on brand for me. And I admit to the owner of the restaurant, I've never actually had the eggnog before. So what
Ever.
does he do at the end of our meal? He brings a little shot for me and a little shot for our friends so that we can taste it because the 4 of us are all Jewish and none of us have had eggnog. And we're all like, well, what do we have to lose? And you're not going to believe it.
You liked it?
It was delicious.
Yeah.
It
but
was absolutely delicious.
It was because a shot is pretty much all you can take.
I mean,
you
it
would
was
not.
a pretty generous shot. It was not like
I'm
a
just
tiny
saying.
thimble.
Yeah, you don't want to drink a whole cup of
No,
that.
I don't think I want to drink a huge like gallon of it. I don't even drink milk, but I thought it was going to be not even palatable. I thought it was going to have a gross texture. I don't know if I thought it was going to be like lumpy or anything. I don't know what I thought,
No.
but it was the
Like
opposite.
buttermilk? You probably thought it was going to be like buttermilk.
Yeah, I was probably picturing buttermilk with a little bit of like cinnamon. It was actually refreshing, delicious. Alan even loved it. It was sweet. It was inviting. I get it. I get it, folks. I get the nog. So if you want to invite me over to help decorate your tree and eat cookies and drink eggnog, I'm in.
Next
I'm in
up,
for the full Monty. Yeah.
fruitcake.
No, not going there.
Have you had it?
No,
Neither have I.
no. It looks disgusting.
That does. And there's
But-
only one fruitcake in the entire world that just keeps on being sent to people after people.
Yeah, it's the exact same one. Not just the same brand. It's probably the exact same fruitcake.
All right.
That's where all the poor
This
plums go.
conversation is making me nauseous. And it's not it's not just because you said eggnog 10 times and we've led to it through prunes, but also I went to a party last night and I think I
You're
had
hungover?
Yeah, I think and I haven't.
Oh.
Well, also I haven't. They ran out of food, so I was trying to balance. I was like, I'm going to eat dinner, and I'd really had appetizers
Yeah.
and then a drink. Like, and I didn't even drink that much, but it was that combined with not eating enough. And then I haven't had breakfast this morning, and it is. I'm not. Let's see. We've got 2 more
not in a
minutes
good
left.
state. All right, in our last few minutes of
Yeah.
our last podcast of
Right.
the 10th season, not ever, folks, just the 10th season, we should probably tell them what our gift to the world is this season.
Okay, I have no idea.
Oh, come on. You did it. You made us do it. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. Sorry.
Oh, cameo.
Yes.
Oh.
We have a special gift for everyone. I know they're very excited. If you're looking for that hard to buy for person in your life, that loved
Yeah.
one, that significant other, and you're like, I just don't know what to get them, and I'm running out of time. Christmas is around the corner. Hanukkah is next week. What should I do? Well, you're in luck. Tell them why, Amanda.
Because for only $15, Allison and I will send your loved one or even someone you don't like a message of joy or hate, whatever you like. I mean, no, we're
Not
not going
hate.
to do.
We
No,
won't do
we're not going
that.
to do any hate.
No.
No, we
That'll
won't do
cost
any
you
hateful.
$20.
That'll be extra.
I love Cameo. I've used Cameo. We have used Cameo in
We're
order
now
to promote
listed
this
on
that-
Cameo.
Yeah, and now we are listed on Cameo. And don't get too excited. It wasn't very hard to get
No,
vetted.
it wasn't hard at all.
apparently.
It's like, we're basically a singing telegram
Yeah.
if they want, but you have to write the lyrics for us. But we'll sing.
Or at least give us the fodder. No, we're not going to sing, but we'll
I'll
do a
sing.
very personal, however long you want it, tribute to your loved one, and it'll be good because we know from experience nobody wants the canned 10-second version that isn't worth even the $15 price tag.
Just
Of
don't.
the $15, how much money do we get from that? Like
I
3?
don't know. Probably like 3.
Well,
Also,
no, they recommended we only charge $15.
we could make a great white elephant present. I'm just saying
a great white elephant present.
that would be the gag gift.
A great present. Yeah, I just love it because yesterday I get a text from my friend Pam and all it says is, "You're on Cameo?"
That's
said,
funny.
Yes, I am.
Well, we did get a special request from someone in our Sis and Tell inbox on Instagram to create a cameo for their cousin. But I'm pretty sure they were being sarcastic because it was your son Abe
Oh, that's funny.
asking for one for Layla
Recently or before we were actually on
No,
there?
yesterday.
Oh,
It was
that is
responded,
so
yeah.
funny.
And then I was like, oh my God, he follows us. He follows us on Instagram. Yay, we've made it.
We made it. Abe, what's a cameo? My job is done. Well, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, Amanda. And I hope everybody listening has a wonderful holiday season and a very, very happy new year.
Yes, and we will pretend like we won't talk again until after the new year when we'll be back for season 11.
Season 11. Stay tuned.
Well, thanks for listening to the latest Sis and Tell podcast. Don't forget to share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with your foes.
As always, this has been Amanda and Allison with a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing. We'll catch you next year.